All right, let's start off. Have you introduce who you are and what it is that you do?
My name is Owens. I'm the general manager and the head coach at Indy Express. I'm a former NBA player, professional athlete, played overseas for a while. Total, I got 17 years being a professional athlete. I currently am the captain of the Big Three of the Ice Cube League. I have my own team and just all around athlete.
So let's look at some of those years because I think they're important when you're bringing in experience to a league like this. So let's start with some of those years in the NBA. What was your time spent there?
It was 3 years. I was with Utah Jazz, Golden State Warriors, and Indiana Pacers.
And then how about outside of that? It was international.
Yeah,
Where were
played
you
in
there?
Spain, Turkey, Ukraine, Bulgaria, Serbia, Russia. I played in China. I played in Africa. I won a championship in multiple different places.
So you are taking all this experience in with you. How does that come as a benefit when running a team?
Because you got different personalities. So when you have different personalities, you learn how to adjust on the fly. You learn how to adapt to different situations because you played in so many different situations, and it's always beneficial. And that's one of the reasons why my team last year, Indy Express, was #1 in the league.
They were, and they were very hot before everything got shut down.
Right.
They looked good. We knew that.
And they still need to give me my championship regular season ring. I need
We're
that.
owed a ring here.
And I need that ring.
We'll get right on that. Make sure they know. So now you're still captain of the 3-on-3 team.
Yeah, I'm still captain.
The Big Three team.
Yeah.
How does that either conflict or how do you manage something like that? Because you play in Vegas, right? Is that where they all play?
No, we play in NBA arenas. We travel
Okay,
just like the NBA, but it's just 3-on-3. We sell out every arena.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dope. Ice Cube did a phenomenal job by starting as like a gold mine, and it's like it gives players, NBA players and old NBA players, another opportunity to live their fetish of competition. And it feeds the brand to kind of level us out because all professional athletes, they're a little off. They're a little off, so they need something to maintain their daily life, and it's good. It's good.
Who are some of those guys? Because that's right in my age range where I remember them playing, and now they're right in that age would be playing in Big Three if they're kind of older and still playing.
Joe Johnson,
Okay.
Kenyon Martin, Steven Jackson, Big Baby, Nate Robinson, Corey McGetty, Katino Mobley, Rashad Lewis.
These are some names I haven't heard in a long time.
Yes, like these guys can still play. And now they dropped the level, they dropped the age to 22. So younger guys can come and play in it as well. And, guys is getting called, back to the NBA from their experience playing in the Big Three. So it's beneficial on both ways.
How is your connection with the Big Three a benefit for TBL? I mean, is this people that see you for Big Three, the players and stuff, they now know what TBL is, right? Because you're a part of it.
They definitely know what TBL is because I played in it, and like just for example, Steve Francis, me and him is close friends. He knew that I played in last year, and he asked questions, and now he got his own team. Katino Mobley has been asking questions. Now he's thinking about getting him a team. So it's just going to keep expanding, helping the TBL out.
How is now you gave us some examples, but how is the word of TBL spreading? Can you see it bubbling and all over the country?
I really do because last year it was really at a high level, and I feel like it's right underneath the G League. And now that we're expanding to, 35 teams now, it's really going to be a push. And next year it's going to keep growing. And you never know, this might be something just like the G League or help the G League out. And these players is playing at a high level, and they get an opportunity to play overseas. I had 3 players last year that went to play overseas, and it was a guy that I was really proud of, Devontae Vaughn. He retired 2 years ago because he couldn't get a good deal that he wanted. He played well for my team, and he had an opportunity to go back overseas and play in Poland.
So that is one thing you got to think about, especially being in upper management and ownership of a team, is the way the league is structured. If they get a job, they're out, and go take it. Usually that's the consensus of the league.
Right.
How do you have to adjust and be prepared for that if somebody has to leave midseason?
The reason why it doesn't affect me because my roster is 10 deep. It's 10 deep, so if one person leaves, the next man up. I have, like, people around the league knows my team is very dominant. I have very high level players. I treat them with respect, and they treat me with respect, and they're professional athletes, foremost. So my players don't fall off. My starter is just as good as my backup.
So you obviously your experience in the NBA, overseas, in the Big Three. Why do you think a league like TBL needs to exist?
Because it's so many players that doesn't have jobs that can play, and there's only a certain amount of jobs in the world. So this gives another opportunity for somebody to get seen, to get an opportunity to play, and then they get a chance to go somewhere else to play that somebody haven't seen yet. That's why televised games and things of that nature really helps these players. So the TBLs is a bonus for any player that want to be a professional athlete.
How are the international eyes on TBL? Are they growing? Is the word expanding internationally?
Yes, it is, because I just seen 2 players from Spain in here.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
They're here?
Yeah, it's like a 7-foot guy he's from Spain. I can't say his name, but it was just amazing. So I understand, like, this league is really growing if we got players from overseas trying to come and play in it.
Now, Indiana's the basketball state. Do you end up finding most of your talent local or?
Yeah, I find majority of my guys local, but I do, if I see talent elsewhere,
Sure.
I will,
Absolutely.
but I like to give these guys an opportunity to succeed because there's so much talent in Indiana. Indiana is a basketball state, and every summer I have all the professional athletes playing one gym. I've been doing it for like 20 years, so I know all the talent. So it's kind of like a bonus for me. So
How you're in a city that also has an NBA team, and there's plenty of teams out there that have that. How is the relationship between the Express and the Pacers?
I mean, it's good. I know a lot of guys. I played for the Pacers, so I have good friends that's still there. The training staff, the weightlifting coach, upper management. So they support it. They support it as well. So, some of them guys come out, support the team, and give me advice on different things. They've been telling me I've been doing a great job running the team and giving back to the city of Indianapolis. So as long as we uplifting the city of Indianapolis and giving back, everybody's supportive.
How does the Express look giving back? What does it look like out in the community with you guys?
We give back to the youth. Free camps. Free training, and it's all about the youth. The next generation up. So that's our biggest thing, is always giving to the youth to teach them fundamentals of basketball, because when I came up, we didn't have trainers. We didn't have this type of opportunity to go to a gym and play. We played outside. We taught ourselves. So now you got a veteran guys as professionals teaching the youth how to play the game the right way, and it's just only going to expand. Basketball's going to keep evolving.
What can you speak to the advantage you bring, and some of the other guys that have played or had a very long career playing basketball, the advantages that you have getting the eyes on your players? I mean, there's a lot of owners and GMs out there that do a great job, but they don't have the eyes from, they didn't play in the NBA.
Yeah.
People don't recognize them from that. They didn't play overseas, and so they have to overcompensate in other ways. But speak to that advantage that you do get that way.
The advantage of that is because players respect, and they want to play with the guy that played in the NBA or overseas, because they know what it takes to get there. So in that aspect, players kind of gravitate to you and try to soak your brain. And it's kind of a bonus for me, because I can kind of ease them in and, like, this is a team you need to play for. So it's kind of easy that way. So that's what I take out of it, and because it's all about knowledge and experience. So a lot of players want to get that, want to know that. So that's how you succeed in longevity in this sport.
What do we need to know about the Indy Express that we haven't necessarily talked about?
That they're a professional team. They're very organized, and they're going to play hard, and they're going to leave it all out there on the line.
How are you guys going to do this year?
We're going to win it. I hope so anyway. We're going to try to do the best we can, but we're going to try to win it.
I mean, you guys looked so good last year. It's just a bummer everything had to get shut down, but you guys looked real good.
Yeah.
Andre, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me.